Good morning and welcome to Stampin' and Crafting with Cheryl Diana. I'm Cheryl Diana, and today I thought, as it's 10 weeks till Christmas, I really needed to get working on my Christmas cards. So I thought today I would make some using two of our stamp sets and a punch. So let's go and see how we're going to use them. So I've got the Sweet Jar stamp set, which comes with a sweet jar punch, and I've made some cards before morning Lisa, using our two-tone cardstock, but then Stampin' Up brought this one out, which is the Jar of Joy, and it's ideal for Christmas. So I thought we would start making some Christmas cards using these. So I've got all my stamps mounted on blocks now, and I've got my card bases done. So first I want to cut some basic white down to matte layers so I can stamp on it. So I'm using 10.5 centimeter card, so my matte layers need to be 9.5. Get that right. And I know I can get 4 out of each sheet of cardstock. So I can't believe it is 10 weeks to go. So I'm just so it's 8 point. So it's 14.8. So I need 13.8. So coming down 1 centimeter each time. So that one, let's just cut this one down. And because I got a bit late on getting sorted this morning, because I was booking hotels and train tickets for next March when it's on stage, which is our demo event, and it is brilliant. Now I decided Christmas colours, so I've got real red, garden green, and I've also snuck in some shaded spruce because I've got loads of packs of shaded spruce. Don't know why I've got 4 packs of it. It's not a colour that I would use often, so I do not know, but I need to use it up. So I'm cutting matte layers, so that's 10 centimeters by 14.3. Let's just cut a load of matte layers because I'll be using them over the next few weeks, and it's easier to have to cut a bunch of them in one go. So let's have some red. And I bet if I looked in my drawers, I would find I've got some matte layers already cut, but never mind. Matte layers come in handy no matter when you need them. So what have I been up to this last week? I did my Christmas store on Sunday, and we had lots of people looking, but quite a few said it was too early, which is fine because I'd rather be too early than not ready. So we only had a small section there, but it's great because it's a community market, and you have food stalls and butchers, fishmongers, grocer, and plus you have all of the craft stores as well. So, and then of course my daughter's there with her planners, so I get to spend a whole day with her every month, which is a bonus because she doesn't live that near. So, right, I've got my mat layers now. Card bases, mat layers, and my stamping mat layers. So what I've done is, because it's a punch and there's two stamps which you stamp separate, or you could try and but you could try and stamp them together, but to make it easier, if you cut yourself a little template and then you can lay these in like so, and put that one on the top there. It's got to fit in there. Can fit in there. There we go. Then you go like that. It should stamp inside the slightly out. Let's try. That's that top that's out again. So let's just pop this in here. And then let's pop you there. I think I need it on a darker mat. It'll be easier to see. Whoops, and they're very sticky, so they're sticking to my fingers. And let's line this one up on here. Like so. That should now fit it. We'll find out when we stamp it for sure. Right, okay, so what I want to do, and that is a scrap of cheap card. So what I want to do is and that's a matte layer. Just use the garden, just shaded spruce. Really bold and Christmassy. Okay, so we've got that. Now I want a strip of basic white. Like that is one of my card bases because it's scored. So let's have that up there. So let's stamp the jar. Now I like using basic grey for my instead of black, because black can be a bit harsh. So let's just stamp this up. And like that. And this is when you find out you have put it the wrong side. So let's see if I got it right. Yeah, I have got it right way round. So let's just cut that out. It just needs, I need to move them near each other. It's not going to quite work that way. Just cut its bottom off. So let's just give that a quick clean and just move it. Move the jar lid. That was what it was. I don't know, I forgot what it was called. So let's just move that down a teensy fraction. That should do it. Let's just double check it again. Where's my little temp? I hid it. Is that going to work better? Yes, that will work better. Right, let's try again. That's fine, because if you do make a little error like that, you can always cut around it. That's better. That fits much better. So what have you been up to? Those that are watching. And also, what type of weather is it out there? We had a mixture yesterday. We had rain and dark grey clouds. Then we had light grey clouds. Then we had blue sky and white clouds and sun. And then we went back to the rain clouds again. So this has got this cute little snowman. So I'm going to do him in basic grey again. Pop him down there. There we go. And then I saw this. This is a little banner and a scarf for him. Now, I'm going to use red. So let's get the real red out, which is right down the bottom. Let's put that there. Let's just put this one. And it will stay my stamp. So I just need to line it up. That's the top of his hat. I think that's about it because the camera's in the way. Yeah, there we go. Isn't he cute? Oh, Lisa, you're crafting. That's really good because I know you want to do more crafting. So let's just cover that up because the red will go everywhere. Now we have some snowflakes. So I'm thinking I might need to matte cover some of it up. So where, you know, I was busy crafting and I've got a little black tub. Oh, there it is. That has my scraps of paper in. Whoops, just moving the camera. Laptop. With some sticky notes in it. I couldn't find it because I've moved it. So I want to sort of cover you up, mister. There we go. And then I think I'm going to do balmy blue snowflakes. So they show up. So, and then by matting it, I can now stamp really close to my snowman. Let's just shift you down a little bit there. There we go. Isn't he cute? So he is one. And that will then go on the top. So let's do another one and let's do it. Should we do the same again? Yeah, let's do it the same again. So we've got two. So I'm going to stamp two more jars out. Like so. And pop that there. Oh, no, we need this to do the snowman. Not one snowman. Pop that there. Seems really odd making Christmas cards now, but no, a lot of people are making them already. So I don't want the sweetest Christmas one. I want. Let's do another snowman. There he is. Let's move this up a bit. So, what else have I been up to this week? Oh, I take my youngest grandson to nursery yesterday. So I had to rush around it in the morning because my daughter-in-law somehow locked her car keys in the car. Thankfully, he was not in the car with the keys. Oh, Lisa, you're doing a scrapbook Christmas page. That would be lovely to see. I did a whole load of projects Friday for my tutorials and blog hops using Christmas stuff, and I was pleased with those. So let's just put that there. Now, what I might do is, because it's not gone dead bang in the middle of the hat ribbon, and I'm going to miss these when they go, the Stampin' Right markers, I'm just going to colour in a little bit there. And I noticed a little bit on there. I will miss these a lot. I will, because they are so handy for touching up. So let's cover that up, because I know I get red everywhere. Let's just put that on there. So I haven't used this set before, but I'm actually loving it. I'm thinking gift tags with him on there, because you could stamp it all on one sheet of paper and then just punch them out and then add them to a small card or a tag. This is the one I wanted, wasn't it? This goes over here. Okay. Oh, there it is. Do you know, I keep losing stuff, and yet I've cleared my desk, and it's a bigger space than what I normally have. So I've got everything around me, but I'm still forgetting where the stuff goes. So I have to do that one. And I want to do one there. I do like that. I know I keep saying it, but I'm really pleased with these. Now, I saw this morning Stampin' Up have got another promotion going on, and that is from tomorrow for 3 days, free shipping. So if you're in the UK, that's a saving of £6.98, which is half of a stamps pad, or more than glue dimensionals on that. And then of course you get your rewards on top of that as well. So there's my 3. This is my matte layer. Now I want to do something to it, because it'll have to go like that. No, because I want, yes, I do want it like that. Just thinking. And then I'm going to have a sentiment down here. So there's one of my long strips. Long strip there. Well, will this fit on there? Yes, that's good. That's an off cut. So we'll stamp that on there. Right, I need something on the background. So I'm thinking, I'm thinking embossing folder. And I know one that I used to love, but they don't do it anymore. So I need to find one that I've got that is not. I might need to get another one. Not sure about that one. I think I need to get some more embossing folders. Hang on. I think I've only got 5 now. We normally have a few more. I don't want the brick wall. Let's go with the birch one that we thought originally. Or, I know what we're going to do. no reason why I can't use a coloured map layer. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my stamps. I'm going to use the bow. Oh, maybe the snowman. And shaded spruce, which is definitely the one at the bottom of my pile of regals. The same colour I'm stamping. So let's clean. Let's do the snowflakes. Mixture of the snowflakes and bows. So it just breaks up. And I cannot do random, as I keep saying. At our demo day, I had to do some random stamping. Oh, no. That's not me. I need things. My brain wants things to be lined up and neat. So this is about as random as I think I'm going to get. So there we go. Do that. Let's do some bows in there as well. That'll make it a bit more random. This is quite relaxing to do because you don't actually have to think. And that is forming a bit of a pattern already. As you see, it's not that random. Just getting in the gaps and a bit over. Oh, go there. There. And then on the one that goes like that. And one that goes like that. One there. Now I need to go over the edge. So I've got my scrap paper. Let's just do a couple coming in from the side. And from there. Just have little bits coming over. There we go. I think I need some more. Give that a quick wipe. It's very juicy, my shaded spruce is, because as I said, I very rarely use it. So this weekend I have set aside some time to make some Christmas stuff for my stall using my retired stuff, because some of it is really good and I don't want to get rid of it. There we go. Looks a bit better. Here's the little wipe that I was using this morning. Just wipe the edges of my block. There we go. That looks much better. So I'm going to stick that down there, that one down there, and raise this one up. Now, I'm thinking we need some Winker Stella. Now, where is my Winker Stella? Oh, there. Steps upside down. Okay. I'm not sure which one is full. So we'll see. I think I'm just going to scrap of paper on here. Has that got some glitter in it? Yeah, that has. So I'm just going to do some Winker Stella along the bottom for my snow so it glistens. And it's slightly coloured it as well. You see? It's just very faintly coloured. And let's do some on this one. And I must admit, I've still got my gold wing Castella. Which Stampin' Up did years ago. It's ideal for Father Christmas's buckle on his belt. So don't use it that often. That's it. I'll have a little bit on his on top of his hat. Just a little bit like that. There we go. I do like that. So we'll stick that one there, that one there, one in the middle. We've got these so we can pop those on any. We can either have them straight or we can have them in the air. And then I'm going to put that and have it going across the bottom and stamped. Okay, so I think I should go for what colour? I'm thinking let's go for shaded spruce. We can always change it if we don't like it. So there we go. So that's not good. I need a bit of a gap. Oh, this sentiment is really good because it fits on my thin scraps. We like that a lot. Yep, that's going to look good like that. So, covered in, let's get to building it. So I want dimensionals and minis. So I'm going to do this first. I'm just going to chop off an edge. So I've got plenty either side, like that. And not sure if I want anything there. Just might bring it down a little bit. That's better. In fact, I might sneak another one in. Whoops, I need to close it up, not leave it open. So let's just pop that. That's better. That's better. And then I think I might just pop a little bit on the bottom bit there. So there, that covers it up a bit. Right, let me get sticking down. So I want minis for my sentiment. Or will I get away with the big ones? Not really, no. Let's use the minis then. So I want to come in a little bit. Is that about right? Yeah. Yes, I might need another one on that end. Let's just pop these in. Like so. Whoops. Used a lot of them. That's good. I think I might need another one on the ends there. Let's just do it just the other side of it. There we go. Oh, I know what happened this week. I lost my voice on Saturday, which hubby was really pleased with, obviously. but I was doing the product spotlight for our team meeting, so I was croaking away through it, which was quite funny. So I won't watch that one back live because I'm not keen on how I speak. But then that's me. But it was really croaky, really croaky voice. So I'll put that there. I'll trim off the ends now. There we go. It's slightly over a bit, but that's fine. Then we'll glue 2 of these down. So I want them like that. One like that. And one over this side. So what else have I got going on? Oh, it's my oldest grandson's birthday today. He's 4. Can't believe it. Doesn't seem that long ago when he was born. So we're going around there later with his present and everything. So, and of course, I'll be using one of my tractor cards that I made previously because he loves tractors. And I mentioned before, on the way to school and nursery, we play I Spy with my little eye something that is coloured. And he finds combine harvesters and we can't see them. But he is so funny. So we let him get away with it. Because he's having fun in the car while we have to travel. So let's just put you down a little bit there. Oh, this is where we need our little bits. So we need these little end bits. So I'm just going to up there. Yeah, that will fit on there. So the right side off. So then and then we've got a couple of weeks left. Well, a week and a bit left on our join up offer, which is ideal if you want to save some money. You can get £135 worth of product for £35, which I've never known them to do a sign up deal that cheap. And then it's 190 something for £99, which is our normal sign up cost. And then of course you don't have to purchase any more if you don't want to. But I love the discounts we get, which is 20%. Plus, I get to order pre-catalogue stuff. So I've already ordered and got my order from the November online. So I've seen the new size stamp case, which they're better I'm in front of you. Yeah, I like that. But what I do need to get on my order is I want some 194. Thank you, Lisa. I know I forgot it last week as well, but it's still a really good deal. So right, I like that one. I haven't decided which embellishments to put on, because I really want some small sparkly ones, but that's the first card. So let's do another one. Right, it's messy again. So I want to try out, I think let's just do one that's just straightforward stamping, which I always forget to do. So pop you on the laptop so I won't lose you. That's the card. So let's, the reason I don't do much stamping directly is because I make mistakes. So let's put this just down here. It's not bad. And then I want to do some, I need to do 2 jars. There it is. Right, I want to do 2 stamped jars. So I'm going to do one there, on there, and then one here. And then I wanted to try out this stamp. It's, where's the other one that goes with it? Underneath my stamp pad. It goes like, it's that one and that one. So I'm going to do this in pecan pie because it's like gingerbread. So I think I'm going to do, let's do the outside in early espresso. So that around, nope, that's the wrong one. I know I do that because they're similar. This is the one. I think it goes like, let me stamp it in like that. I've done it the wrong way around. Let's clean them up. I'm glad I noticed before I actually stamped them, because that would have been interesting. Right, so this is the early espresso one I want. And then I washed my Stampin' scrub in the bath and left it, and the cats have been playing in the bath, and I had to get rid of all the cat fur off of my my cleaner. See, that's nice, that is. Now, this is a very juicy one, and I like these because you can line them up, because you can see through them. There we go. And I know my jars look as if they're floating in mid-air. Turn you around slightly, line my gingerbread man up. There we go. It does look a bit odd, but we'll leave it. Right. We will leave that bit like that, I think. Yes. Just a straightforward stamped card. Let's do the shaded spruce again. Put that one there. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that one, but that'll be fine. No, I don't like it. So let's take that one off. Let's do it again. What I can do is I can punch these out to use later. So Black layer. Right, this is how we want it to go. Exactly, Lisa. There's no mistakes. It's a design opportunity. And I don't mind making mistakes on a live because it shows you that we're not all perfect. We all make mistakes. So, done with that one. In fact, I made my wedding anniversary card the other week using a stamped image that I'd die cut off a bit. So I just cut around it, and where's the card gone? So this was slightly off center when I die cut it. So I just fussy cutted around it and added bits to it. And that's been sat in my pre-stamp stuff for months. It was months. It was. So it just proves that if you make a mistake, you can either hide it straight away or leave it, and it will there'll be a time when you need it. Let's pop those on that here a little better. I do. It's much better. So we're doing, that's right, we're doing the outside in the dark, and at least they are now coloured in the right colours. So I'll pop you there. My hands are shaking. They are. So let's put that on there. And I love this colour of the gingerbread pecan pie. And then let's line you up. Gingerbread man is the easiest one to line up because you've got his bow and his buttons. It's got a bit too much. Can't even see his bow on that now. Right, not so hard, Cheryl. That's better. And then we can line that up like so. There we go. That's much better. I'm pleased with that. So we'll go back to doing this. And I want to add a little bit of colour to the lid. So I've done it in the grey. So what I'm going to do is I just want to add a teeny tiny bit to it. And I'm going to use one of my aqua brushes. That's got water in it. Might be a bit big one, that one. I've got a smaller one. I'll just be gentle with it. Just going to do a little. I haven't got hardly any ink on there. Just colour that lid in a little bit. Like so, that's better. Let's just do this. And do that like that. You didn't see that. Just took it from the actual pad. There we go. I'll get rid of it off of there. Put it back in there. Right, that looks good. So I'm going to stick that dry quickly. Now I've just thought of what to do with the jars that I stamped by mistake with the flying lids, with the hovering lids. Because I'm going to do some card base. So let's just put that on a card base. Oops, get glue all over my fingers. Put you on there. There we go. Pop you with that one. Now I know exactly what I'm going to do. I need to cut that bit off. So if I cut that off there, and then if I can get it a bit nearer, there we go. We've now got sentiment, and then we punch these out because we know they'll line up. Like so. That. And then actually, will they fit on there? They will fit on there, but I need something on the background for it. So I think I am going to another card. As a card base, I want a landscape one. Because as you know, I don't like tentpole cards. And that's my preference. Because I feel they slip like that. Right, there we go. Right, okay, so I think let's go for a red one. We haven't used red. And they can go on there. Okay. The lids can go like that. And then I want another jar. I'm changing it totally now. So I need this because I need to line it up. And I forgot to clean that one. Got inky fingers. Right, that should do it. And I must get myself a new stamping pad, I decided. Let's put that there. Because what I want to do is I want to stamp wishing you the sweetest Christmas. So I'm thinking I'm going to do that in the real red. It's going to stain my stamp, I know, but at least I've used it. So let's pop that in there. Like so. Try and clean it straight away. Realise the snowman's scarf I haven't cleaned straight away. Yeah, it's got a bit of staining on it. But there's nothing you can do about that. So I've got that one. Happy with that. And Let's punch this out. I think I might have to restamp my lid though, because it doesn't look. No, I didn't line it up properly. But that's fine because where's my lid? Lid's on that one. I'll take it off and get more ink on my fingers. And I can just stamp that on there, like so. Bin that one. And then just cut this out, like so. There we go. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to do these like that. So we have a white layer. There's my white layer. Yes, fairly white. It's better on that one. I don't like that because it's two, isn't it? That will do it. A mixture of green. That fits on there. So I'm thinking, let's. I'm just going to go like that. Like that. I do need something on the back here. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick the. I'm going to make it. I'm going to try this out. It might not work, but it might work. So stick these down. So let's just pop that one there. Over a little bit. Review. Same bit. And I just want to line that up. Roughly, so it's like that. Yeah. And then we're going to have this one there. Yep. Let's just stick those down. One, two, three, four, and one in the middle. Like so. Put that there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to colour them in once I find where I've put my route markers. There they are. I've lost the real red. Where can that have gone? Well, I may have to colour the lids in afterwards because I don't know what I've done with my real red. Definitely had it out because I was touching up the snowman. Wasn't I? Oh, there it is. Oh dear. So I'm going to do red lids. Like so. And then let's just do this one. Is that one? Might have to do another lid. Which I might have to do afterwards. So let's just stick these ones down. I need my tweezers for that. There we go. Now this might look a little bit funny, but what I want to do is, and I should have done that afterwards, is I want to cut. This is my pencil. I want to cut it about there. So I'll use my guillotine, and I wish they'd bring it back. If I can get, I want that. Good, yeah. So I'm going to do that. There's my card base. We said we're going to use the real red. Do it like that. And have that there. There, that looks good. There we go. Pop you up there. And then you can go across the whole of the middle. And I'm not going to raise it up. I'm just going to stick it down. Bring it down to there. There we go. There we go. I just need my card base now. Yeah, so we've done that one. And then that, and then I need to add some bling to it. So I have made my cards backwards, if that makes sense. So this is my simple stamping one. This is my stepped up one, which I've just done the same, and then just raise that one. And then this one, I've got stamped background, snowman jars, and a sentiment. So I hope you have enjoyed seeing how I made these Christmas cards, and I'm going to be making some more because I'm really pleased with them. So until next time, keep stamping and crafting. Bye.